Hello, good evening, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, Portland by Night. Previously in our chronicle, we found out there's a new Baron in Portland, Alexander Greenwich, who has his hand on the pulse of the city. We found out that Tabitha has some conflict coming her way very quickly from her Camarilla sire family. Speaking of her sire family, tonight is devoted to the politics of Elysium. Prepare yourselves. This will not end well. Let's tell a vampire story. Let's meet our vampires.
Hello, as before, I am Keith, playing Daniel Sullivan, the Bana Hakim.
MJ Ford, playing Anika Butler, the Gangrel.
Jesse Dilly playing Tabitha Rogers, the Ventru.
And I am Josh Lapine, your storyteller. It has been 2 weeks since the meeting with Alexander in the Crystal Ballroom Lounge. In that 2 weeks, many things have happened. Danny, you have recently sought confession for Lorenzo's death.
Yes.
In so doing, you met a new friend who we will introduce tonight. Anika, you have had very little slip-ups so far in terms of your mortal friends expiring at the cost of your thin-blooded sucking pack.
Because we got
Capri Sun at this
Because
point.
we got our own blood bags now instead of human mortals.
However, Tibby has been missing for an entire week. When you try to use Eyes of the Beast, you are unable. Tabitha. Oh shit, it's hitting the fan for Tabitha. Fern has been by no less than 3 times warning you about etiquette for Elysium, in concern that you may have forgotten in your wayward rebellion. Tyler has paid exactly 1 visit, which was not pleasant. Both of these characters will be playing a role tonight at Elysium.
I'm gonna punt him.
Yes.
What does etiquette mean?
Yeah.
What's etiquette?
Oh, for the love of God, we're all done.
We're gonna start with Danny. Danny, it's the usual scents and sounds. Lit candles, incense, the smell of onion pages, and holy water. As you sit into the confessional.
Take off my hat, sit and wait.
You hear the door to the other side open. What brings you here tonight, my child?
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I have sinned most grievously.
How have you sinned?
Well, I took a man's life.
I see.
I should not have, but he was not a good man. He hurt children, hurt women, thought nothing of people.
This has been a conflict in human condition since the time of Cain and Abel.
Oh, I know that very well.
What made you feel like it was your place to take his life?
The fact that I had to. I can't go into the details, I'm sorry, Father, but sometimes you owe the right people the wrong things.
I understand.
Gotta refine that accent.
Do 10 Hail Marys, 10 rosary counts, light one candle for the dead. You are pardoned of your sin by my authority before God.
Thank you, Father.
Have a good night, my child.
And go to the candles. Get 3 of them. Well, actually, only 2 of them. Don't care about it. Or Enzo at all. He can rot, but for the 2 women, the actual true unfortunate victims, that Danny is not quite willing to admit to yet. 1 for each of them.
Okay?
And may the Father bless them and keep them at his side. They deserved better than they got. And then 10 Hail Marys. Walk out with my own rosary beads. And head off into the night with thoughts of Elysium and other conflicts to come. And the fact that I'll probably have to be back here quite often.
Anika. Your cat is missing. That's a problem. Eyes of the Beast isn't working, and you're not sure why. You do know for a fact that you are making a connection with him. So he is still alive. But he's not transmitting, quote, any information back to you.
Old bastard stood on the job.
That Nosferatu still around?
Vincent?
Yes.
I don't know.
Possibly.
Is Vincent still around stalking?
Don't know.
We're also not there. This is Anika.
Vincent, if you are around, please show yourself.
Sup?
So, do you have any idea as to where my cat is?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
No clue. To be fair, I don't think he knows where he is either. Shoot, should have said that.
Vincent,
Yeah.
please tell me.
Okay. He came back like a week ago. He's, he motions towards one of the side rooms.
She goes to one of the side rooms. Goes to that side room.
You find Tibby with a gag in his mouth so he can't meow. And a blindfold over his face.
Vincent, what the hell? She undoes all that. Okay.
Poor kitty.
And he's meowing like he's hungry.
I'll get you some food. I do have video of you know this, right?
Did you take your eyes off of Vincent?
No.
So that whole time you were looking at Tibby, you didn't once take your eyes off of Vincent?
Dead stare.
Dead staring him as I go.
That'd be really awkward trying to take a muzzle and a eye blinder off of a cat with no sight.
Yoink. She did it from the side, where she could have that peripheral vision of looking at him and looking at her cat.
Okay. Well, while you're in the room, he steps to the side of the door to break your line of sight.
Oh, good God.
I have video of you that I can show Tabitha!
Straight blackmail. We're going right there, I guess.
There's lots of video you guys don't want to watch when I'm around Tabitha.
I know, and I can show her personally. I enjoy watching you. It's so funny when you think you're stealthy.
Creeper. Oh my God.
And so, he is invisible.
Invisible to all the cameras.
Oh no, he's leaving. He's been waiting a week to see if anybody found the cat.
Also, smart move. He's breaking domain.
Uh-huh.
She gives Tibby his food and water.
He eats it hungrily and happily.
Poor cat.
Just gotta miss my kitty, huh?
Yeah.
You made it too easy.
Because it's easy.
And it does a lot of damage.
Tabitha.
Oh, I love that sound.
A rolled, sealed parchment note has been left in your mailbox for you. You know this seal. You've seen this seal. You spent 12 years answering the beck and call of this seal.
Angry. Take the mail, go inside and open it.
Your beautiful, ornate, scrolled document. I can't wait. Danny wants to read it! But he's not there.
No.
So we're taking the mail, we're going inside. And then we open it.
Are you opening it where Anika, who just got Vincent out of the house, can see you opening it?
No, I'm going
Lady
to
Yoink, as it were?
What I'm going to is I'm taking my mail and I'm going to what I have affectionately now nicknamed my study.
Okay. To my dearest, oldest child. It is time for the prodigal daughter to return. As you know, I have recently declared praxis in the city of Portland. This gives me unlimited authority, unlimited power, unlimited resources. I promise you, if you come home, that you will receive open arms for welcome. Your entire misguided crusade with the Anarchs will be utterly forgotten. In fact, I will carve your sire sibling Tyler's domain in half and give you your own. Full authority, full power. As you know, I have not been so kind in my many years. And I tend to be aloof. I promise you, my child, I will change these ways. It is more important to me now more than ever to have family nearby. Ah, the things that can be given. The luxuries and the wonders of the Camarilla. Do you not remember? I'm sure we will have time to discuss this at Elysium. I do hope to see you there. Yours sincerely, your loving sire, Oliver McCormick.
Take away from Tyler. But I have to go back in the cage. Or look inside my ass. Making sure she's not listening through the door.
Nope. She's too busy being mad at Vincent right now.
The night before Elysium is uneventful and belongs to you and your coterie to do as you wish.
Danny is not there.
I am
Danny has
likely trying to re-practice a
preparations.
bunch of my manners and my proper etiquette.
There's Anika.
But she's walking around with a phone in front of her now at all times recording.
Yes! She is currently doing that right now.
Meanwhile, there's Tabitha looking at, what are you doing?
Looking for a certain someone. Making sure he's
I
not
hope
here.
you're ready for Elysium tomorrow and have manners that you can use.
Oh, like Vincent spying on us? And more specifically you?
Putting that to the side for now, that I'm going to discuss later. Please tell me you know how to act at Elysium.
Well, yeah. I mean, don't be rude. I basically just keep my mouth shut while you two do the thing. I don't care about being there, really. I want to find this fucking vampire here! She doesn't know what's gonna happen.
I know.
Anika? Come here!
No!
There's that no again.
I'm busy looking for a vampire!
Only willpower.
One.
Okay.
One success.
Good. You don't need to give me a frenzy check.
Anika? You need to learn Elysium manners at minimum.
I do know them.
You know basic how to interact when we're at a Baron's, not Elysium.
And
Put the damn
gone.
Gone how?
No
She
one.
just running? Or...
She's just
She's
walking
ignoring
away.
Tabitha
Oh.
and just walking away.
Gotcha.
One of these days, I'm going to just throw her into the river. Let her sink.
Out of character.
Hmm.
Does Tabitha find Anika inferior in any way? Okay, just double checking, because I didn't want to make you have a frenzy check or anything like that without it being relevant. Okay.
Is that she's good for things in the same breath.
Mm.
Useful tool.
Mhm.
Whereas Danny is level, mostly out of fear.
I don't know why.
Golly.
I wonder. Look at that weapon he has.
Killed one prince, I'll do it again.
Right?
Can you kill someone for me?
Yes!
He can, and he will.
Just saying! We have a lot fewer issues! Or we'd have more issues.
We'd have more issues.
Yeah, unfortunately. Anyway.
Prince declares praxis. The next day he's dead. There'd be a lot more issues.
Yeah.
And Danny was gone when you woke up.
I'm gonna yeet her and her cat into the river.
The poor kitty.
The kitty who's finally gotten food and water after a week.
I'll get a lot of water in the river.
It's all fresh water, too!
No actual animals were harmed in the making of this video.
She's so mean.
Only when someone keeps
That's-
telling her
that's
no
like
repeatedly!
It's like the second time you've let her get away with being a basic bitch there, Anika.
She's not really letting her get away. She's just too busy right now to want to deal with her.
No, this is worse. Let it get away nothing. This is complete ignoring.
Right?
Yeah, indeed.
This isn't letting her get away with it. I'm ignoring
Where
her.
I'm at.
Tabitha, no. Tabitha, no.
Tabitha, yes, be your character.
Tabitha's gonna go ahead and do it. We're gonna go hunt down Anika and then we're taking the damn phone.
I'm so happy
You wanna
there's CCTVs for me to watch.
You wanna act like a petulant teenager?
Did she even
Reminds
catch
me,
up?
Danny, the subterfuge security-based one. Have you locked the CCTV cameras so only you can review it?
Oh, yes. They don't even know where they're located, where the recording's located. It's in my den.
You have to
Hidden
hunt
behind
her
some
down
books.
first. She
Huh.
went
You're in
away.
In character, do
We're in
they
the
know
house.
that there
Yeah,
are
but that house
cameras?
is huge. Remember
No.
that?
And you,
So, Anika, you did not know there's cameras seeing Vincent. You know that he can be caught on cameras, which makes sense as to why you're walking around the house with your cell phone out.
Oh, no, she would, because he did say at the princess that, you were on camera.
No, you said that out of character.
Oh, I did?
Yes.
I thought I said in character. That's my bad. So yeah, you didn't know that.
You still have to catch up to her because she.
That's not hard. You're walking, you're not running.
you're walking and you're in the house and you're not paying attention to anything but the phone. Which is then yoink and walk back towards where she was practicing.
Give my phone back.
When you stop acting like a teenager,
Stop acting stuck up.
we are
Bitch.
going to Elysium. We are going to Elysium. If you don't act right, we all die.
The only thing I'm going to be doing there is just being a body going back. That's all I'm there for.
And yet, as a body, if you don't act proper, we still die.
Okay, so I stand still and I don't do anything.
How well do you think that's going to work out when someone decides they want to talk to you? Regardless of whether or not we're there.
I just use respect, which is something you don't have. Walking away with that and walking out the door.
I'm just going to go ahead and do that willpower check.
Oh,
One,
nice.
2, 3.
No.
Oh no, that's just
Getting told no,
Fine.
that's a willpower check. This is a frenzy check. Please add your hunger to resist fury frenzy.
Thankfully, I only have one hunger.
Last roll was a lot better.
Oh, there's none. There is no success.
You fail a fury frenzy. Would you like to spend a willpower to succeed?
Or do you just want to ride the frenzy?
Fuck it. We're riding that frenzy. We're pissed off.
What is your strength score?
It's only a 2.
Is 2 enough to rip a door off its hinges?
Probably.
2 is average human.
Okay. Anika, you leave the house. And immediately following you, there's a slam of the front door as Tabitha is frog marching toward you.
So we're gonna have ourselves a brawl here, are we?
Tabitha, you are furious. The beast inside writhes. It's time to put her in her place.
I have my gun.
Are we using that in the neighborhood?
In the
Maybe
neighborhood?
during Fury Frenzy.
Oh, pistol whip.
We have the gun.
I liked this house too.
Plus, I can add...
Well, don't bother.
Right now, it's not a comparative roll. Right now, it is roleplay.
If you're gonna get us killed, what's the point in you being here?
Oh, so just standing? Wow.
Remember, street brawling bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, she's just drawn a gun on you. Do you at all feel that Tabitha is your inferior?
When it comes to brute strength, yes.
Roll me the frenzy check.
Including my
Please add
hard
your hunger.
I'm surprised there's not an instant, like, a version of it on his phone that he can watch.
That's probably being calls from from our own security team.
Probably getting multiple
More than
calls
likely,
going
yeah.
Like, dude!
Frenzy is your remaining willpower and 1 hunger.
So,
If you have 1 hunger.
You only have 3 willpower?
I have 4.
Willpower plus hunger.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's willpower. Your willpower pool, 1 of which, or
Okay.
however many of which is your hunger.
Yeah.
Alright, I misunderstood.
Ooh, 3 out of 4.
You are able to succeed not meeting her with the fierceness of the gangrel. You bite back your beast. Let's take her. Let's take her out. I've had it with her shit.
As that may be.
Evidently, she's done with your shit!
What? She pulls out her phone, putting him on speaker.
Danny, you're receiving a phone call from Anika. Again.
Am I receiving that or am I receiving it from the security team first?
Or are you getting all of them all at once?
Oh, there's texts from the security team. There's photos from the security team. There's 911s from the security team.
Then before she's able to call, there's a call to Tabitha.
Oh.
You get Danny's voicemail.
To Tabitha?
No.
Yes.
She gets Danny's voicemail.
Because he's calling through to Tabitha.
Tabitha, your phone is ringing, but you are in frenzy.
Not paying attention.
Your narrow focus
Mhm.
is on Anika.
You are getting Tabitha's voicemail.
Annika's still sane.
Anika, do you try to call him again?
Yes.
Are you repeatedly calling Tabitha, or...
Call once, hang up. I can't leave. I'm at a suit fitting.
But if I don't leave, Tabitha might murder
Stop
someone.
moving. It's really hard to do this. Okay.
Aye.
All right, we're doing inseam. Whoa, whoa, inseam.
But if I don't leave, Tabitha might
Yes.
murder.
She is pissed off, and I need someone to get her off of me.
Deal with it. I'm busy. Click.
Oh.
I'm assuming you see him on par, maybe? I don't know. Do you? He could also be seen as an inferior.
No, she sees him on
Wow,
par.
you were lucky. They both like you.
I know, I don't know why.
It's weird.
One's out of
Anyway,
fear.
One's
Yeah.
out of respect. She
Both great motivators.
I'm willing to take them. But then again, technically not the oldest vampire, but still technically the strongest blood potency here.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Banu Hakim have a habit of installing fear and respect.
Yeah.
Depending on the clan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Banu Hakim, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Alright, I'm sorry. Put it on silent! Put it down. Some trouble's at home with the ladies, you know how it is.
no. I don't. As he's doing the other inseam.
He swings the other way, does
He
he?
plays for the other team.
To each their own, as long as you're happy in life.
And now back to our escalating situation.
Mm-hmm. Because he doesn't know why.
Did they send photos of Tabitha with her gun drawn pointing at Anika?
911. Mm-hmm.
And the only response would be, keep them indoors.
The photos were taken outside.
He's telling the security people to bring them back in by force.
Okay.
She'll go cooperatively because it's Danny that's giving the order.
We're in a frenzy.
This'll go well. Okay.
I'm about to listen to my security team.
At least one of them.
The 5 mortals that are on site right now immediately begin to try to talk you down. Ma'am, please put down the gun. Put down the gun. Mr. O'Sullivan would like you to go back inside. Now, please.
He wants me back inside. He can take me back in himself.
Ma'am, you need to put down the gun, please. The other 4 officers, the other 4 armed officers draw their guns and now have them pointed at you. Though, you are kindred. They are mortals.
Daunt.
Okay,
You activate Daunt.
Okay. Yeah.
She does what she's told and goes back inside.
You go back inside?
Yep.
Okay.
Mainly I have respect for Danny, which will be actually good in Danny's book, so later.
Okay. The security guards are now cowed. They still have their firearms drawn. But they are scared. And what do mortals do when they're scared?
Panic.
Panic. Who shoots first?
We get lucky, maybe they don't shoot at all.
That ain't a luck face.
Okay. How many of them shoot me?
Just one. The rest have a flight response. Well, actually, the one you have the gun pointed at has a fright response. And he's just standing perfectly still.
Mm-hmm.
He gets to live.
Almost catatonic.
He gets to live.
The other 3 move back a distance and put their guns away.
And then
The
dumbass.
5th has a fight response, and he fires.
Okay, we didn't already have the detectives around here once.
Yeah. Which does, if you're not attempting to dodge, which you're in frenzy, you would have that option.
Most likely probably would have.
Okay? Can you roll your dodge check for me?
That's Dex and Dodge?
So you know, because the gun mechanics, she's in public, no cover, she takes a -2 to her check.
Okay.
So wait, what is a dodge check? Is it...
Dexterity plus athletics.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Just a normal fail.
Is it a normal fail?
It's a normal fail.
Okay.
It's not.
The bullet pierces through your shoulder and flies through to hit your beautiful door. The shot rings out in the night, and now neighbors' lights are turning on. Down the road, a Buick that had been sitting there is now flashing red and blue lights.
In my house.
The officer moves to apologize, but you're in frenzy. What happens next is beyond your control.
Officer is also under the effect of daunt.
Yes. You have been shot. You immediately close the distance between you and the officer. You sink your fangs deep into his neck. And you drink. And you drink. And you drink. Till you finally feel that last succulent forcing of life leave him as he falls in a crumpled heap. The other officers are now shaken and scared out of their mind. They have no idea how to process what they just witnessed. And the police car has pulled up. Detective Hagen, Portland PD, put your hands above your head. Drop the gun now.
It was a good campaign, folks.
Well, this character's gonna die.
Not necessarily.
Drop the gun now. And before she can finish the word now, a sword perforates from the side of her face across the other end.
Well, shit.
And in almost the blink of an eye, the other 5 officers fall in a heap. As Tyler resheaves his katana on his back. Shink.
Of course he has a fucking katana.
Oh. You're welcome.
There is nothing said. She will say nothing.
For the record, once you had drank the last drop, your frenzy ceased. That was almost a big problem. Now, I have a different one. And he's looking at the neighbors' houses.
And I thought I had hanger issues.
This wasn't originally Hanger.
I'll be right back, sister.
Swear to God, Tyler, you take out the neighbors, I'm just gonna fucking finish you. I'm not there, though. It's me. I'm not there.
And Tyler goes to inspect each house to make sure not a single person has been peering out. And if they have been, he does what Camarilla do. And fixes the problem. One family at a time. Within minutes, an entire crew shows up to clean up this mess. The police show up. Detective Hagen had a freak accident, didn't she? It's been a mess and a problem. Tyler suggests that you scrub your own security footage as soon as possible, lest it be subpoenaed. If you have any. See you at Elysium, sister, as he licks the mortal blood from his blade.
See you at Elysium. And I go back into the house after all of the fucking nightmare.
Which could have been much, much worse.
Oh, yes.
If not for your least favorite sire sibling being swift in a cleanup of a masquerade breach.
And now I'm gonna go grab my phone and I'm gonna go hide. Because I am having a very shitty fucking day.
Yes.
Because someone didn't want to learn a fucking ounce of manners!
It is, in fact, a bad night. And it seems to be just an escalating scale of bad nights for Tabitha.
Danny's starting to realize he can't leave the fucking house, apparently. He has to stay there to keep peace.
I'm just gonna grab the phone.
Anika, you've seen all of this. Any anarch worth their salt would be furious about what just happened.
Uh-huh.
Number one, Anika should have faced the music for breaching the masquerade. I'm sorry, Tabitha should have faced the music for breaching the masquerade. Number 2, her convenient Camarilla friend just cleaned up the entire mess for her. What is she hiding? Danny, your inseam is complete.
Glorious.
And Thomas smiles. There you go, Mr. O'Sullivan. One beautiful suit. Hand tailored just for you.
You did a wonderful job. Thank you.
No, you're welcome, and thank you. Come back anytime.
Oh, I'm sure I will. So, pure white linen suit.
Excellent. That's a show of power.
With one added thing for himself, a Royal Marines guard tie, because he did do a tour in the military.
Okay.
It wasn't the British military, but it was the military.
Just gotta add salt onto that
Excellent.
wound, huh?
Just grinding that soul to that cut. Oh, yeah.
Let's pour on some lemon juice.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Then drive home, because I haven't done a drive now.
Okay. When you get home, there are kindred around the whole neighborhood. And it looks like a scrub job. Something went down. And based on the way they're looking at you, these aren't friendlies. Number 1, they're breaching turf. Number 2, they're breaching domain. And number 3, why in the hell are they cleaning up a mess in your place?
So,
Monica tried to tell him.
sawed-off shotgun, right about here on the hip. Oi! Order it if you would.
A young man. Well, not young man.
Young looking.
A young looking man comes over to you. Yes,
Why are you in my domain?
doing what His Majesty.
His Majesty can piss off.
His Majesty rules
Shotgun
this city.
under the jaw. I'd like to make an intimidation check if I could.
Okay.
Good God.
This is horrible. What is
This-
that?
Did you add your hunger, or do you not have?
No, I did not. I did not add my hunger. So, un momento. I can't
Ooh,
see
we
from
didn't
my
do
angle.
rouse checks either, but that's okay.
Can't see from my angle, so I had to bring it over here. I'm sorry. I'll have to rely on other people to tell me what I roll because I can't see shit from my angle.
Neither can I. Really.
Only downfall of this.
1,
2,
2,
3.
4.
Any of them any doubles other than the one I can see?
Just
No,
double.
just the one.
Just the
So
one.
4 successes.
Okay. He's cowed, but he still tucks his chin right under the top of your shotgun.
Uh-huh.
Goes, go ahead, Anarch. Pull the first trigger.
Oh, I would love to. I'd love to, but I'm doing a favor for a friend. Now get the bloody hell out of my domain.
We will when we're done.
Checks
Right
the-
now, we're cleaning up the mess your friend made.
Checks the clock. 10 minutes. Then they'll have to come clean you up. That's all the courtesy you get from me. And if your prince wants to come here again, tell him to ask first. It's not his area.
Whatever you say, scum.
Hmm. I know. You kill 1 or 2 little princes, and all of a sudden you're scum of the earth. What can I say? I have it in for royals.
I love that.
But you go lick a boot. I'm sure it'll get you somewhere in a century or 2. Oh, what am I saying? You'll never make it anywhere with your mentality. I'm sure, however, you're a good dog. And push him away.
As you're walking away and he feels like he's a safe distance from you. We'll see if you're that cocky at Elysium,
Oh
Prince Killer.
I plan to be far more cocky than this. Don't worry.
Can't wait to see that guy get
Mm.
And he goes back to doing what he was doing. Because there's a lot more of them than you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. It's the case, though, of who's going to be the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Vampires have a habit. No, you go first. No, you go first. You
Perfect.
go first.
Mm-hmm.
You only have so many shots. You go first. I'll come back and avenge you. Wait a minute. Avenge what?
And so, I assume you go in the house?
Yes.
There is Tabitha, suit covered in blood. In her phone, like a child that's been sent to their room too many times without
That's her phone.
putting...
She went to her study to go so I can be separated from her, so I do not have this instance issue again.
Annika's the one that's singing in the living room right now.
She's not in a good mood.
She's not-
Annika, as you pass by the living room, was sullenly sulking on the couch and really debating whether or not she wants to go knock some Camarilla heads.
All right. You come along. Please.
I'm coming, Danny. I'm coming. Don't.
Fuck, it's my house. Open the door. But
It just sitting there. Letter. Scroll on one side, phone in the other hand, just going.
so, eventful night was it?
Yes.
So I gathered. A princeling here.
My sire sibling.
Not the first time in the last week.
And a lot of Camarilla friends around.
Yes, when you're the one who defects from the family, and they're still trying to get you back, they tend to do this.
So, what happened?
I told her no. I started ignoring her, and I called her a, what was it? A disrespectful bitch?
Disrespectful, stuck-up bitch, if I remember correctly.
I go out to go get a suit. I come back to this.
You're going to need to rehire security guards.
So I gathered.
Unfortunately, my sire sibling doesn't ask questions, he just takes out.
Don't worry, I'll send in the bill.
I'm handing it to him at Elysium.
I'll write it up. Now then, why were you causing the problems with Anika?
You see, there's very few things that tick me off nearly as much as being ignored when trying to tell somebody that they might need to learn manners for Elysium. And then subsequently being called a stuck-up, disrespectful bitch.
When I was telling her that you and her
After
are
being
basically
ignored.
you
I
and
won't be able to say a word there. I'm a prince killer.
no, that's true.
No, you'll get to be my voice.
See, I did not know that. If I knew that would be a different story.
So you're going to learn how to talk to him because they won't talk to me.
All right, I will do it for you, Danny. But as a Ventru does, she tried to command me to do it.
There's the Anika I've been waiting for.
And I didn't like that.
All right. let's see what happened here. And he pulls aside some books, pulls out a TV monitor, and there's closed circuit TVs for the whole house.
She's telling the full-on truth.
Just, alright, let's see what happened. Wait, you have cameras?
Discussion, put a pin in that for later.
Vincent walking around.
Walking into your
Which
room.
means that he likely saw all that shit go down.
No.
he
Oh,
was
he was gone
He
by
was
that?
gone.
Okay.
No.
Anika blackmailed
Probably
him.
heard the gunfire, though.
No, oh, good. Oh, good. The cop already looking at us is dead.
On a more bright note, there's some rather interesting footage of Vincent.
He's probably crawling in bed to sleep next to Tabitha.
No. No, but that's good blackmail for later.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think I was going around with my phone?
You won't find him that way.
Oh.
He's too fast. I tried.
Ah.
There's 0 chance Danny didn't try this already. So.
You see Anika complying to the command that was given by Danny.
And Tabitha going fucking bonkers! In frenzy mode!
Full bonkers. Gun drawn on a security officer, gun
Full
drawn on
bonkers.
Anika.
You're gonna have to watch The Beast, Elysium.
I know.
Okay, just trying to be helpful. In a very condescending way, trying to be helpful, but hey, I'm trying to be helpful.
Luckily, his condescension does not spark
Yes.
anything. Because you see him as an equal.
Out of fear, but he's an equal.
So, we have one night. All of us can do with a little brush on etiquette. They will be looking for any chance to a blood hunt on us. And I'm not all that eager to end up in a Camarilla's belly. I do have questions about why the Camarillas are on here so often for you, though, Anika. I mean, Tabitha.
Just hand it on top of an open scroll.
May I?
Interesting contents in that letter. She has been given an offer most Ventru don't refuse. Basically a blank check to come back to the Camarilla. No questions asked.
No punishment. Part of a domain, especially against a third sibling she doesn't like.
And she hasn't said yes to it immediately.
She hasn't said no yet either. So I have to ask, Tabitha, whose side are you on? This is a war girl. Are you okay with scraps?
No, I'm not.
But it does seem you're getting them either way.
Seems right now I'm getting it regardless.
Well, none the least. There is a Baron in Portland, yes. But if we're the ones to stop the Camarilla, who are the heroes? Who get the lion's share of the credit? And who gets the lion's share of the rewards?
I'm not keen on joining my sibling in cowing.
Okay, then you're with us.
However, I fear that won't stop Oliver from continuing to try. He likes having his little collection.
Don't worry, I have plans for that.
As for Tyler...
Well, if he comes back here, I'm going to kill him. If he wants to come back, he can ask me permission. This is my domain.
His domain?
Yes.
Anika's not even
You were
questioning
given domain control, Tabitha, by Alex.
I do hope you mean my domain.
Oh no, I mean this house is mine. This area may be yours. But I bought the house. And a man's
That
house.
she will agree to!
And a man's house is his
For
castle.
right now, she will agree.
He never entered your house. Didn't even set foot on the property. Other than to take out the security that you breached the Camarilla for.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the Masquerade for. So, in fact, he acted entirely in your domain.
Which makes me feel gross. Which makes Tabitha feel absolutely gross.
The one thing
Granted, she never asked his help.
The one thing Tabitha would have is that Danny has never had an interest in a princedom or a barony.
Mm-hmm.
She would definitely put him as a power check, but you know.
He just doesn't have an interest in controlling that. He has his land, and that's what he likes. All the time, all the time together, at least, would have never come across that way.
Mm-hmm. One.
But
That one better. I know. So sad.
Anika looks to Danny. I am sorry for all of that. If I knew that I was going to be your voice,
well,
I
I'll
would
try to
have.
be my own, but odds are they won't listen to me. They're stuck-up bastards.
That they are.
Camarilla has a thing.
And that's to stick their nose and their fingers in everybody else's pies, regardless of whether or not they're asked.
And if you're with us, then you're with us. That means we're in this together. Thick and thin.
There's still part of her that right now is like, I'm trying to not. This is like even better than that was 5 minutes of feeling like I'm hopped up on enough caffeine to kill 7 elephants.
So if you're with us, you're with us. It means that we're all in this together. As allies, as comrades, as equals. We're all in this together. Sink or swim. There's far more of them than there are of us. So, it's all hands on deck. Everyone's friends and chums.
Until the Camarilla draw first.
No, I'm just talking about us right now. This is the second time in a month I've left for this, and this has happened. Camarilla's over there. We gotta deal with what's here first. Here. So. I realize, because of where you come from, you might look down on some people. You can't afford that anymore. You have far more enemies than you have friends. And even if you take this beautiful little offer, how long till it's rescinded? Do you think that Anox would take you a second time?
I take that offer. I'm eternally in a cage. I don't like that.
Well then, you're gonna need friends. So maybe, just partially, being more personable.
And with that, the curtain falls on our night before Elysium. The sun rises. Everything goes as normal for the mortals. You sleep because you're dead. Night falls and the blood begins to rouse. Rouse checks, please.
I finally succeed on the rouse check!
I see you on a rouse check.
Finally fail a rouse check!
Oh, and you were at 0-2.
Mhm.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, Tabitha, you had such a good night in terms of hunger. The only good thing about last night.
And it's back.
And it's back. Wow, the one time I succeed, I fail my rouse and hunger checks, and these two succeed.
Oh yes, it is delicious irony.
The one time!
It is the night of Elysium. Elysium is being held at the Portland Art Museum. Such a place of collected culture. You can almost anticipate the absolute annoyance that it's going to be.
So when you wake up and see Danny, he has vibrant red hair.
What did you do?
Natural looking redhead. Well, I wanted to make McCormack feel at home. I wish, he's a new prince. We had to make him feel welcome.
These are my players.
Pure white suit.
There's
white
some
guards
chuckling.
tie.
Tabitha is kind of laughing because it is kind of funny.
The white suit. Show of power. He's making a power play at Elysium.
Mm-hmm.
So much for that etiquette.
Anika.
Danny, as much as I appreciate the suit, I don't think that's a good message to be sending at Elysium.
Well, I think it's the perfect message to be sending that we're not cowed.
Anika comes down in a black dress that's down to her, that's knee
That's
length.
likely been picked out by Tabitha prior because
Probably.
she went out shopping at one point during that week just to use it as therapy.
Mm-hmm.
So it is probably she gave you some concessions. You have a plaid skirt. I did the drawings for this.
Mm-hmm.
You have a plaid skirt that hits
Which
about
we will
mid-calf.
release on Instagram.
You are given shirts that that fit somewhat of your aesthetic. You have a nice long cardigan coat. You're wearing your chunky heeled boots with lace and crap on them because we are having you look presentable.
80s rock, yo.
While also actively attempting to keep your aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Wow. She really went out of the way for you, Anika. And you couldn't even listen last night. How does that make you feel? I knew this ahead of time.
Well, of course you did. You're DM.
Oh, delicious. I
So
love
did
it.
I.
Well, you told everyone but me?
No, she told him, and I just happened to be in the room.
You see how left out I get?
Yeah. It made it better.
It really did. Because now it'll allow some character growth.
And Tabitha is in a nice long black dress with red accents and a choker.
A choker. How appropriate with our recent letter.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a choker's not a good idea.
A limousine pulls up outside. Alexander comes to the door.
Anika will open it. Baron.
Good evening, Anika.
Good evening, Baron.
Danny.
Good evening, Baron.
Miss Rogers, looking stunning.
Thank you. You're looking at fabulous yourself.
Thank you. I do believe it is in our best interest to do our best tonight. Danny, I like your suit.
Does he see the hair?
Oh, yes, probably. I'm not hiding it. He only has straw blonde hair.
Danny, as storyteller, did you prepare your
Oh, yes.
surprise? Okay. And so he walks out with you. You get into the limousine. Vincent is there, dressed to the nines, very presentable, despite his personality. Red-tinted, round glasses. Borrowed these from a friend.
Not looking. No cats to look up today, I see.
No.
Alright.
That's where Timmy's
For a week.
Hey, listen. He peed on me.
been?
I wasn't just gonna let it slide.
Oh, that's okay. I have video of what you're doing. It was far more than pain.
Wait, what?
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, not a problem.
Even Anika knows of that one.
Why am I being left out?
What? We're just talking.
That's enough. We have business to attend to.
Of course, sir.
Vincent? Yes. You will behave yourself around Miss Rogers and their domain politely from now on, please. Fine. Think he's a baron or something? Jeez. And Alexander, not amused in the slightest. Richard? Yes, sir. To the art museum, if you would. Yes, sir. Richard gets you to the art museum. Takes about 25 minutes. There's some mild traffic. I wonder why.
Yeah.
There's not a mortal in sight
I bet.
around the art museum. Every single person that is seen, security or otherwise, is kindred. It seems like there are more kindred here than you believed were in the city at all.
Not surprised. Oh, the other thing we did beforehand is write at the invoice so she can give it to Victor.
Ah, Tyler, you mean?
No, Tyler,
Tyler,
yeah.
later. It's currently tucked away in my purse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Victor's not here. He's busy
I know. Right.
elsewhere. Thank you, B. Dave Walters. We love you.
We love LA by night.
All
Chaz
the
is a
vampire
dick.
podcasts. All the
All of
podcasts.
Chaz is a dick.
He's a dead dick.
He's a dead dick.
Spoilers!
But we love you, Mike. Sorry,
Yes.
Mark Muir.
Yes, you play him
Love
so
you.
well.
Anywho, you pull up. One of the valets opens the back door, gives a bow, ushers you in. Clearly a ghoul. Whatever mortals are there are certainly ghouls.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them
Or snacks.
are waiters. Now, there are some that are inside that are accompanying kindred, but
Mm-hmm.
there are none outside.
Inside, there might be one or two, but outside,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Upon entering the art museum, you can see many kindred admiring the art. Just talking, having conversations. Ah, this piece by Michelangelo, yes. Did you know he used actual oil paints just for this one section, but the rest is done in equivalent pastel? I have no idea what I'm saying.
or Mummy Brown.
This was before that. Michelangelo was before Mummy Brown.
Very, very shortly before. Mummy Brown, paint made of mummies.
Gross.
Yeah, but that
Nasty.
was like the... Never mind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Something like that.
She knows more than I do. I don't know. Obviously, high class dress. Everybody looks their best and fantastic. And the moment Alexander enters, all eyes turn from the art to you and him.
Uncomfortable.
One gentleman breaks from an art piece.
Posture.
5'8", blonde Irishman. Ah, Danny, my boy, made it here, did you?
Of course.
And you got what you were looking for.
Thank you, yes.
Good. Good.
I have it with me, in fact, in a way of speaking.
Excellent. Enjoy the evening.
I plan
I'll
to.
be around if you need me.
I don't think I've introduced you, if I may, to begin with. Baron,
Jake Steele.
this is a very old friend of mine, Jake Steele.
Ah! Pleasure to meet you, Baron. Nice to meet you too, Mr. Steele. Interesting necklace you're wearing. Yes, well, the Sword of Cain isn't necessarily liked around here, but it was all kindred invited. I might as well see what the hubbub's about.
And my associates, Tabitha Rogers.
Oh, Miss Rogers. Beautiful to see you.
I can't reach.
Quite beautiful indeed. And he kisses your hand.
And what was Annika's last name?
Butler.
And Anika Butler. Watch out for this one. She could take any boy in Belfast in a brawl.
Well, then remind me to buy the lady a drink.
Pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Butler. And he kisses your hand as well. Such a charming young lady. How did you manage to get with such wonderful women?
What can I say? I have a way with the women. I always have.
Aye, lad. Such a good response there, Boyle. Well done.
I'll be seeing you around.
I'll be around. You let me know if you need anything. Use the old signs.
Of course.
Pin that into knowledge for later.
And he moves off. He's clearly Sabat. He's wearing the Sword of Cain as a silver necklace.
Pinning that for later.
Anika does not care.
Tabitha does.
Mm.
Tabitha
Hey, this-
cares a lot.
This is Danny. The one out of the two that she respects most. She will not try anything.
Yeah,
with
but
that.
Sabat is something big.
Yeah. Hence, pin it. We'll talk about this later. Here is not the time.
After all the lecturing about Camarilla, really?
You're getting mad at me for camera. Really? That's gonna be later.
Mhm.
And the Baron all of a sudden, wait a minute. You have some interesting friends.
Danny.
Ah, yes, sir.
Never mind. It's not important. He could be an asset.
Ah, he was. Before I came back from my wayward ways, him and I fought very hard together against the Camarilla and Anarchs.
So what, you've just had a piece in everybody's pie, Danny?
To the best of my ability.
Smart. Glad you've chosen the right side.
I respect anyone that just wants to live.
Anika. There is a gentleman far off in the corner of what is the Renaissance room where you are. He is eyeing you. Not in a good way. You recognize him as Jameson Floyd, the elder whose child you devoured. There's hardly a coincidence that he's here in Portland instead of San Francisco.
Y'all getting mad at me.
Yeah, but we fuck with the people out there, not in here. That's the difference.
They weren't here.
She does feel remorse for that because she didn't want to commit that.
He
It
eyes
just
you a
kinda
lot
happened.
like Snape eyes Potter.
And look
With
away.
general disgust.
We're not that serious.
We try.
Tabitha, your sire siblings and the prince are nowhere to be seen. However,
Ah, no!
enjoying the painting, kid?
Frankie!
Yep. We're at Elysium, so I'll give you a little heads up. If you still want to be a stupid wayward pup,
I don't know.
And he
Are you-
leans into your ear
I don't know.
so that the others can't hear.
I don't know.
There's some side-eyeing at Frankie.
You still
Real
gonna be a
heavy
bastard?
side-eye.
No, he's trying to give you a warning.
Oh,
So
okay.
you might want
Okay.
to... This is one of those times where Anika knows to shut up and listen.
One of the few.
He leans into your ear and he goes, I've been named the Scourge. Watch your back, kid. And he walks away, letting you know that he is there, letting you know the threat he poses, and letting you know that he knows and is watching.
I should have killed him too.
Oh, yes. There's a lot of pent up, not good emotion there.
Nevin.
Everything from fear to anger to depression,
Every negative thought and emotion is jumbled.
sudden remembrance of his past abuses,
The day he took my life.
and worse.
Uh-huh.
I see they're looking to make a fashionably late statement.
Oh, they're at Elysium. They're just not in that room.
I thought that they weren't there yet.
Oh no, they're there. They're just not in that room.
She goes over.
Elysium's the entire Portland Art Museum.
She goes over to Danny. Danny? My sire has just been named the Scourge. I want to kill him.
Which side is he on?
Cameron.
Oh, well, then I'll endorse this murder.
Well, obviously, if he's been named a Scourge, he's Camarilla.
Not true. Well, then I endorse this murder.
Anarchs have more modern terms like cleaners and mafiosos.
What would a Scourge be for?
A Scourge is someone who takes out the prince's enemies.
Ah,
There's no trial. There's no jury.
He's the executioner.
There's no enforcement of law.
He's the executioner.
He
is
just
the
takes
shadow
them
of
out.
the sheriff. Well then.
I might need your help with that. He's too strong even for me.
Well, no guarantees I'll be able to take him out then, but we can see what we can do about making sure we're defended. At least if you know what he does, but not here.
Well, of course not.
No, we'll discuss it some other time.
And with that, that's a good place for us to call it an evening. Our coterie is now in a den of predators, and things are not going as well as they should. Elysium is a place of neutrality and peace, so long as the Camarilla wish to keep it that way. Hopefully, there are powers at play that will keep it that way. But we'll see next time on Chapter 3, Part 2, Declarations. Thank you for joining us. Want to catch more Portland by Night? Be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you know when Portland by Night comes out every week. Please check out the podcast, too, if you wish to listen to Portland by Night on your daily commute to work. And if you like what we do here, please look at our social media links below and consider subscribing to our Patreon. We'd look forward to hearing from you, and please leave a like or a comment to let us know how we're doing.
Don't forget to watch your necks.
And more importantly, don't forget to nerd out.